Good morning, campers! I'm Camp Counselor Alex.
And I'm Camp Counselor Patricia. And we're so excited to have you here with us at Camp Commons.
Woohoo! We're going to have such a great time this summer, playing fun camp games, getting to know each other, making some cool crafts, and learning more about the Bible.
That's right. This summer, our camp theme is all about the Sermon on the Mount, which is found in the Gospel of Matthew and contains many of Jesus' most important teachings, like love your enemies, turn the other cheek, and don't judge others.
Jesus' teachings are so full of wisdom, and so this summer we're going to be diving right in and having lots of fun while we're at it. We hope you're just as excited as we are.
All right, well, before we jump in, let's get started by laying down some of the Camp Commons ground rules. Alex, would you do the honors?
Sure will. All right, kids, listen up. The rules at Camp Commons are as follows. Number 1, remember to put your listening ears on when your camp counselors are talking. Number 2, don't run on the pool deck. Number 3, no pulling pranks on your fellow campers. And most importantly, number 4, have fun. Think I got all the rules, hey?
You sure did, Alex. And now that we've got that out of the way, here are some fun facts about the Sermon on the Mount. First fun fact is that it is the longest sermon of Jesus recorded in the Bible.
Is it really? How long is it?
Well, it takes up to 3 whole chapters in the Gospel of Matthew, and it is believed that Jesus actually spoke this sermon over several days, so it was probably even longer than what was written in the Bible.
Whoa, that's a long sermon, but I bet it was a good one and that nobody fell asleep.
And the second fun fact is that Jesus' sermon was probably pretty shocking and radical to most of the people listening. Even for us today, it's pretty surprising to hear someone say that we should love our worst enemies.
That's true. Sounds like a really tough teaching for anyone to swallow. It's hard enough to love our friends and family sometimes, let alone our enemies.
Definitely. And the last fun fact that I have for you guys today is that Jesus' preaching from a mountainside was probably very symbolic to Jesus' audience. Because as we know from the story of Moses, when God gave the law to the people of Israel, it was also from a mountainside.
Oh yeah, we just learned from Exodus that God gave Moses the law from Mount Sinai. And now Jesus was teaching the people from a mountainside. Mind blown!
Yep, it was like God was speaking and giving a message to the people once again, and this time in the person of Jesus.
That's so cool.
Well, those are all the fun facts that I have to share with you guys. And now to start camp off, Alex is going to be reading just a small part of the famous sermon.
Absolutely. Today we're reading from Matthew chapter 5, verses 13 to 16, where Jesus said, "You are the salt of the earth. But what good is salt if it has lost its flavor? Can you make it salty again? It will be thrown out and trampled underfoot as if it's worthless."
Interesting.
I know. And it goes on. It says, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that can't be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, the lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father."
Wow, so Jesus was comparing us to salt and light?
That's what it sounds like. I wonder what that even means.
Well, let's see. What do we use salt for?
Well, I know that I like to put it on my fries. I love fries, so I guess we put it on our food to make it taste better?
Yeah, so maybe it's like we as God's people are being called to help make the world a better place by spreading God's goodness and love, like sprinkling salt on food.
Okay, and then Jesus says we are also the light of the world, and then we shouldn't hide our light under a bowl, but we should put it up on a stand so that we can give light to everyone else.
Well, what I think is kind of cool about that is that in the Bible, Jesus also says that He is the light of the world. So that makes me think that because we have Jesus in our hearts, our light is really Jesus shining through us.
Okay, I see. So it's not that we're the light of the world because we are so good and holy, but because we have Jesus in us, and we radiate His light and goodness as we learn to follow Him. Kind of like how Moses' face was radiant when he spent time with God.
Whoa, I didn't even think about that. There are so many parallels between the Old and New Testament. Well, guys, that's all from us today. We hope that you have learned something new and that you're having a great time with us here at Camp Commons.
See you next time!